This is the Kursk Overdrive pedal from Greenchild. This is made in the USA and it's based on a Klon, but it has a few little extra tricks up its sleeve. Let's see how it sounds. Welcome back, folks. This is Shane. You're listening to the Kursk pedal from Greenchild. Let's take a look. Here's the pedal up close. What I love about this is its simplicity. We have a level, a gain, and a 2-band EQ, a bass, and a treble control. Now the gain control is interesting. If we have it down past about 9 o'clock, so most of the way off, it will actually turn the pedal into a clean boost, but you can still use this 2-band EQ to shape your sound. So you get a true clean boost with the gain maybe about here or down further. Once you start bringing it back up, the active gain control kicks back in and you're good to go. So this is more than just a clone. It's a very different sounding pedal. If you do want the original sort of Klon sound, back the bass off, turn the treble up to about here, and you're laughing. You will absolutely get that sound. Here's the back of the pedal. As you can see, it runs on 9-volt DC. It's also made and assembled in the United States. Now, I usually open pedals to show you the innards, but I can't do that because it requires a very specific tool, which I don't actually have, but Mason is a gun engineer, so I'm sure it'll be good on the inside. A massive thanks to Mason from Greenchild for sending this out and letting me do this review. I really appreciate it. If you want to find out more about it, all the links will be in the description below. I'll let you know what I think about it at the end of the video as well, so stay tuned for that. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. I'm playing my PRS SE. This is all stock and we're going into the Fender Blues Deluxe Reissue amplifier on the clean channel. Now we've got the clean channel volume up at about 4. These kind of pedals sound best when the clean channel's on the verge of breakup. So here we go. This is bridge pickup to start with. Got a little bit of hair on there, but it's still pretty much dead clean. Now what I've done with this pedal is set it up so I think this sounds pretty epic. Let's take a listen. Sounds unreal. Now let's check this out with the volume control down. Little more. And all the way up. I love the sound of that. Over to neck for some lead. All right, I've just cranked up the gain. Let's try some heavier rhythm tones. Yeah. over to my 52 reissue Telecaster. It's loaded with a set of Joe Barton Danny Gatton pickups, and I've got the gain on the pedal down. I've also slightly adjusted the EQ as well, which we'll take a look at in just a sec. This is neck pickup. Beautiful. To my ear, one of the standout features of this particular pedal is the 2-band EQ. The bass and treble do lots, and you don't need to go to extremes to get them to work. I really like having the bass down a little bit. It's kind of more reminiscent of the original Centaur tone, but if you want more just lows, it's really easy to dial in. Get it up to about 12, which I'll show you now. So this is both pickups. Bass up. It's got a whole lot more low end, and I basically just turned it from 10 to 12 o'clock. And now up just a little bit more. It's probably a little excessive now, but let's try it anyway. So if you like having a fatter low end, it's easy to dial in. You don't have to push it to extremes any more than that for this particular rig, and it's a little bit overkill. Let's take a look at the treble control, and I've got it up at about 3 o'clock. It can definitely capture the old school Klon tones. It has that sort of high end that it's known for, but you can also warm it up. So let's give this a shot. It's neck pickup. Now down to about 12 o'clock. That sounds completely different to the Klon, and I've owned a couple of Klons over the years. Where I've got it set right now is a very different tone. If you like, you can shape the low end back in or out. I kind of still like it with the treble up somewhere around 1 or 2 o'clock. That's my sweet spot for this particular rig. One of the cool things about the Kursk is how well it will stack into another pedal. So I've got the Maxon TOD9 out, which is like a tube screamer type pedal, and that will be the first gain stage, and then we'll kick in the Kursk in clean boost mode. Here we go, neck pickup. Yeah. Pretty much everything at 12 o'clock except for the level, which is up at about 1. Yeah. Now if you want to add gain back into the circuit, just put it up anywhere past about 9 o'clock and it will kick back in. Let's try this. You can definitely hear how different it is between clean boost mode and with the gain actually in the circuit. brilliantly. That's cool, man. That's a really cool sound. Let's see how the pedal responds now, pushing the drive channel of my Blues Deluxe. Here we go, bridge pickup. And now with the pedal on, let's see if it's an improvement. Now if you want a fatter tone, crank up the bass a little bit more. Let's give this a shot. Thanks for watching, folks. My name's Shane. A huge thanks again to Mason from Greenchild for sending this out for the review. I really appreciate it. So what do I think of this particular pedal? It ticks a lot of boxes for me, and I'll tell you why. I've gigged with a Klon and a Tube Screamer for so long, and this could give me that exact same tone, but it could also take it into different areas as well. Having the clean boost is just a really cool thing. I actually have the Mr. Boost from Greenchild on my pedal board, which is just a straight up volume boost. This will do a very similar thing, except you have a 2-band EQ. So that will appeal to people as well. You can make it sound like a Klon, you can also make it sound like something completely different just by using the EQ control. So I think that's pretty handy. Now in terms of build quality, Mason makes some really great stuff. It's handmade in the USA. He's a really great engineer. I think he used to be like a military engineer. So it's built to last a long time, which I think is great. I love the fact it's also got that sort of soft touch button as well. The LED's nice and bright. You'll know if it's on or not. No doubt about that. Overall, it stacks well, not only into other pedals, but straight into the drive channel. It worked well, and also just pushing the clean channel over the edge. I like the tone I used right at the start. I think for me, that's kind of like my sound. Turn the guitar down and it cleans up beautifully. So overall, it's pretty cool. It also has a very low noise floor. So what's the downside of this? I don't really know, but it's built in the USA and it's under 200 bucks. So that's pretty good. If you're looking for a Klon type pedal, check them out. I'll leave some links in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. And I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.